Good afternoon, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I got everything done this week. I told you guys I had a bunch of errands I had to run this week. Next Thursday, I also have somewhere I have to go again. So, yeah, guys, I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like, I got through everything that I needed to for this week. And I told you guys that's probably why I won't be having videos out this weekend. And, yeah, so I have something going on next Thursday also. But at least I don't have anything really else going on, like, during the week. So that's at least good. But, guys, I woke up pretty late today. I actually stayed up pretty late last night, and I'm actually kind of tired today because of it. So I'm hoping that I'll fall asleep. But honestly, guys, well, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. So if Matthew doesn't rope me into, because he's supposed to come home, if Matthew doesn't wind up roping me into, like, playing something or staying up or watching something tomorrow, hopefully I can actually, like, try to start to go to bed early. Because, guys, today when I came home, I saw all of my little plants outside started growing, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at how cute they are, and I want to go out there and get all the leaves out the flower bed, like, you know, all of the, try and clean some of the stuff out. I saw that our what's it called, our resurrection lilies are coming up already. They're like a good, like, you know, few little maybe about an inch or so out the ground now. And also my grandpa's Live Forevers, they have like little buds on them now too. Not like buds, but like they're kind of like, they look like little circly swirly things. And so they're actually starting to like come up right now. So I'm so excited for that, because I not only do we have them in the front flower bed where I transplanted some of them, we also have them in the back also. So I'm actually want to go out there too and see them. But I seriously, guys, I need to start, like I said, going to bed early and waking up early, because this week I think is kind of supposed to be the last cold week, maybe the start of next week. And then I saw like it's supposed to be into the 60s, which is like really nice. Like today I think it was like 40s, which still isn't like, it's not warm, but it's not horrible. And like I told you guys too, if I'm outside working, I will probably work up a sweat and not really be that cold. But I'm not really used to working out in the garden, like having to wear pants and stuff like that. Normally I'm in shorts and like a tank top or t-shirt or something like that. And now that it's like, you know, still cold outside and like spring and everything, you know, I feel like I still need to bundle up. Like even too, like during the fall, I didn't go out too much. Like I think I was still kind of like in shorts and like a long sleeve shirt maybe, or like a sweatshirt. But I don't really remember like ever like really like, and on top of that too, like overheating, because it's so much hotter in the summertime than it is obviously like in the fall. And so even if I was like working up the sweat, it wasn't really like because it was hot outside. So which it's the worst, guys, when it is like, you know, the middle of summer and I'm out there, like even in the morning it can still like wind up being like 60s, 70s, sometimes almost 80s, like even in the morning. In the middle of summer. And so yeah, I'm like so excited, guys, that I started seeing them. It's honestly, I think my plants are what's going to make me start going to bed and like waking up. They're like my little children though. I was so happy to see them. I was like, oh my gosh, look at how cute they are. Like they're just like so little right now, and they're just like, they're gonna be so pretty. And the fact that like, because last year, guys, I did not have a like the flower bed was completely overrun with weeds, and I started in the spring to like, you know, in like early summer to clean all those flower beds out and got all the weeds out and everything like that. And this was after several years of neglect. And so now the Live Forevers and the resurrection lilies have been in the same spot. I think we might have moved the resurrection or the Live Forevers possibly from one spot to another in the same kind of flower bed, and I transplanted some in the backyard. But we've had those for forever. Some of the other plants that we planted this like spring and summer and stuff like that, I want to see how they do like coming back too, because it's the first time that the flower beds have been actually cleaned, so I can see what's actually coming up in the spring, which is so amazing. But I do have to get some of the old stuff out and some of, again, like the leaves and other debris and things like that out of the flower bed right now. So I am so excited, guys. Like I cannot wait right now for it to finally be like warm out. But not only that, I need to start going to bed and waking up. So I am super inspired, guys. I'm actually going to check to see what the weather is supposed to be like this weekend, because if it is supposed to be nice, I might wind up, like I said, trying to get up, or like going to bed and waking up early. So it looks like, ooh, that stinks. There's, Monday's supposed to be like 38 as a high. It's not really warm. But then it looks like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is supposed to be like mid to upper 50s. Saturday, high 40s. So towards the end of the week next week, it looks like it's supposed to be pretty good. This weekend looks like it's supposed to be like high 40s, which is still decent. Monday, again, looks cold. Tuesday doesn't look like it's supposed to be much better, but yeah, like 50s, 60s towards the end of next week will be pretty nice. But again, Thursday, I've got more stuff that I have to go to as well, more errands I have to run. And so, yeah, that's not nice. I think that wasn't the day I just said it's supposed to be like 60s, either that or Wednesday or something like that. It's gonna stink, guys. Oh, it'll probably be about the same time today as like next Thursday. So yeah, hopefully I can maybe get out in the morning, because 60s will be like really nice. But again, guys, I think that my plants are what's going to inspire me and push me to do that, because I was just so excited seeing them today that I was like, oh my gosh, like it's kind of rainy and crummy out today, so I wasn't super like thrilled to be outside either, or like it wasn't a really inspiring day. But honestly, guys, I'm so excited that like they're coming up. They just are so like cute right now, and like seeing all the little green in the flower bed, like I said, I'm just super excited to see that. And like I said, last year, because the weeds were so overrun for so long, stuff would come up. We'd still have kind of flowers in the flower beds. Like I said, some stuff was surviving in there among all the weeds, but you really couldn't tell because the weeds were, you know, die down, and then they start coming back up, and you wouldn't be able to even really see the plants, because a lot of the weeds would wind up first before half the plants would be, or you know, they'd still be overrun from just, you know, dying down in the winter time, and then they're coming back too with all the plants. The fact that like they're coming back right now, I'm just like, and I can see them, is just, like I said, really neat. And I think it's what's maybe inspired me enough to push me over that, you know, like, okay, I gotta stop like getting into this bad sleep routine, because honestly, guys, I was like, oh, this week I'm gonna do it and everything like that, and then like I said, I had a bunch of stuff that was going on this week, and I just like felt like, why bother? You know, especially starting off the week not very good. It was kind of like, well, I'll wait till next week, and I should have just not even done that and just been like, okay, well, like then I'll go to, you know, try and go to sleep early on Tuesday, or I'll try and go to sleep early on Wednesday or whatever. So yeah, maybe I can wake up early tomorrow. That was the other thing too, was I was like, well, maybe I won't try and go to bed early. I'll just try and wake up early, because you know, somehow that makes more sense. And I'll just get less sleep, so then I'm tired to go to bed the next night, and like, yeah, no, that's not apparently not working. But I do need to, me and my dad need to order on Amazon for we're doing, I think I was telling you guys, raised flower beds. And I don't know if I mentioned to you guys about this part of it. I think I was talking about sanding like the pieces that we needed for it, but we're going to use linseed oil on it, because like we don't want to treat the wood for making it into like a garden, you know, bed that's going to have food in it and everything like that. And so what is safe, I heard and did some research on, is supposed to be like linseed oil, which I believe is, I want to say it was flaxseed or something like that, but the oil of flaxseed. And so it treats the wood, but it doesn't add any like chemicals to the wood that would then seep into, you know, the dirt and stuff like that, and get into the produce that obviously we're trying to not have, you know, treated wood in. And so you know, we don't want to wind up like doing all of this work to make these flower beds and then wind up having to in a few years replacing it because it's not treated wood. And on top of that too, though, we don't want to treat the wood because again, it's supposed to be for our food. So we tried to figure out like a good way or some type of way to, again, kind of do like more of a natural thing. It's not super cheap. Like, we'll probably, I think it's maybe like $20 or something like that per like I don't know if it's a gallon, like whatever size the thing is. But it'll probably, for the amount of flower beds we're planning on doing, our garden beds, it's supposed to, like, we'll probably need a lot. Again, I'm not totally sure, but hopefully that does wind up like saving the beds for several more years to come. But like I said, they'll probably most likely need to be replaced within a handful of years, but if we can, you know, try and save them for more years than not, that would be really nice. And again, try and do it without treating the wood. So that was kind of what we came up with. If not, we'll probably just have to use like non-treated wood and then again replace them in a handful of years also. I don't know how many years that would last for. So we do have the flower bed that is outside now, which we've had for a couple years, I think was non-treated wood, and it's still not like, it's not in the best condition, but it's also not like molding or anything like that, or, you know, falling apart and super like super horrible. Maybe it was like 5 years or something like that ago. So it's, like I said, it's still kind of hanging in there, but it's not in as best condition as it could be. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna try and do that, and that's what we need to order this weekend so we can start treating that wood, so we can start getting it up, also so that we can start getting the fence up. But I also need to make sure for the fence that I get all of the wood chips taken care of and put those in the flower bed. So that's the other thing I have to get started too, guys, which is why, like, now that I'm seeing the garden finally coming to life again, I'm like, oh, I want to like be outside now. So I guess that's a good thing. But I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.